It is the franchise Shane Douglas. It's Strong Style Wrestling, and you're listening to the H2 Wrestling Podcast.
This is Joey Ryan, and you're listening to the H2 Wrestling Podcast.
Hey, what's up, guys? You're listening to the H2 Wrestling Podcast. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, AJ Gagliardo. We have our predictions of Takeover and Wrestlmania. We're also joined by special guest ALWF superstar Tommy Zachary and very special guest all the way from the Big Apple, BEW New York's own Yankee the Difference Maker. How's it going?
Hey, what's going on, brother? It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right, thanks for coming on.
I'm ready to get this prediction going. What do you think?
Right, all right. So first up, we're going to do TakeOver just since it's such a small card. We got Ty Dillinger, Roddy Strong, and No Way Jose, and Ruby Riott against Sanity in a 8-person mixed tag battle. I'll let AJ start. Who do you got, AJ?
I got Dillinger and Roderick Strong's team for the win.
Okay.
I feel like Sandy got a win last takeover. Didn't Eric Young win last takeover against Ty Dillinger?
Yeah. Eric Young and I believe all of Sanity is undefeated right now.
Yeah.
Except for Nikki Cross losing in a fatal 4-way.
I'm going with the baby faces for the win in this one.
Okay. What do you got, Tom?
I see Sanity winning. I don't really think that their momentum's going to be halted anytime soon, and I can see them possibly making a debut on the main roster soon.
Okay. What about you, Yankee? What do you got?
I mean, I think I'm going to have to agree. I think this is Sandy time to take it. I understand that they did, won the last meet against Ty Dillinger, but it's only the beginning for this group, and I think it's going to get red hot if you give them a little bit more time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I picked Sanity. I think Sanity has potential with Eric Young in charge to have almost like a Shield-ish run. Like, they have all the momentum in the world right now, even though Ruby Riott just joined Ty Dillinger and Roddy Strong and No Way Jose. I think they got the momentum on their side, and I don't think it's going to derail anytime soon. So, but up next, we got the NXT Tag Team titles, the Authors of Pain, defending against the Revival and #DIY in an elimination-style triple threat match for the tag titles. AJ, what do you got?
I got the Authors of Pain winning.
Yeah.
I think the Revival are gonna be brought up to the main roster soon, so I don't feel like they're gonna take the titles.
Right.
And DIY, I feel like there's still gonna be that team just chasing it. They had the title before, they're just gonna keep chasing it.
Yeah, sort of like Enzo and Cass, just they didn't have the titles.
Yeah,
just chasing it.
The Authors of Pain are just they're big, they're it's like a non-stoppable force sometimes. They're pretty they can move pretty fast for big guys too.
Yeah, they get around pretty quick.
So I give it to them.
Yep. Right.
I got the Authors of Pain as well. I just feel like with their size and it being an elimination match that I can just kind of see them taking care of business from the beginning and then kind of just sitting back and letting DIY and the Revival just kind of go at it with each other, and then when one of the other teams gets eliminated, I can just see them coming in and taking care of it. And yeah.
All right, what do you got, Yankee?
I hate to say this, but I definitely going to agree. I think that the Authors of Pain are going to take. I mean, they have a great manager behind them. They have a good story, good work, great ring awareness. The size of those guys are amazing. They're huge guys, and I have friends that have worked with the Authors of Pain down in Florida, and the ring awareness is great. You know what I mean? They're good talent. And I think I'm going to go with them on this one. I really am. I think
Okay.
this is
I was going to say, that's going to be really interesting to have you on because I was like, Yankee might know some of these people since he works in the indie scene. So that's actually pretty
I have
interesting.
a good friend of mine that wrestled the Authors of Pain, and he's the one that kind of introduced me to them because I didn't know about them until, I don't really watch too much NXT as much.
Yeah.
But man, these guys are huge. These guys are great, and they're very athletic for big guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't count them out. This is it. This is their moment to shine, man.
I'm not fully invested in AOP yet. Like, I haven't bought into it and just like, okay, these guys are the fucking men. Like I don't know. I was more sold on the Wyatts and the Ascension, but I mean, because they were there a while. The NXT tag division's kind of small, so they need that top heel. So it makes sense for them to be the champs, and it makes sense for them to walk out with the titles tonight. But so yeah, I think we all agree that AOP is going to walk out with the titles tonight.
Yeah, no doubt.
Up next, we got Aleister Black versus Andrade Cien Almas. AJ, who do you got? It's a very hard one to predict
Yeah.
because it's a debut. I know nothing about Aleister Black.
Yeah, I don't really know anything either. So I don't know. I really don't know much. I can't really give a good opinion because I don't really know about that, so I just give a pass on that one.
All right.
I have no thought on that.
No.
Sorry.
I got Aleister Black just because with him making his debut, I feel if they're allowing him to make his debut on pay-per-view that
Yeah.
they're going to push him over.
Right.
But, like AJ, I don't have much information about him, so
You have anything about it, Yankee?
Man, I'm gonna go with Black. The fact that he's gonna debut on the pay-per-view is a big thing.
Yeah. Especially
But
a takeover.
In the business perspective, we're gonna go with logic on this one, and I think Black is gonna take it. I feel like Cien Almas is actually gonna do great work because he's a great competitor. But it's all about Black here. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I have Black also just because, I mean, I don't know anything about him other than what they've shown from video packages, but he's making his debut at the biggest takeover of the year, so he's obviously going to be a big deal just as Nakamura was. And then we got Asuka defending the NXT Women's Championship against Ember Moon, and this is interesting because I believe effective yesterday, Asuka won the title a year ago. Because didn't she win it at the Takeover last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it also means Asuka's the longest reigning champion of any kind in NXT history right now. She's been undefeated for a year. She's been untouchable. So this is gonna be a good one. I think one has the potential to steal the show. What do you got, AJ?
Yeah, Asuka. I don't think she's gonna drop the title. I feel like it's kind of like a Paige kind of thing. She gets brought up to the main roster and then has to drop the title. So
Okay.
I don't think she's gonna lose that title at all. So Asuka for the win.
All right. What do you got, Tommy?
I think Ember Moon shocks everybody tonight, but everyone will be not a shock tomorrow when I personally think that she's going to be on SmackDown tomorrow and win the women's title.
You think Asuka's gonna debut on the SmackDown?
I think she's going to debut
wow.
in that the Alexa Bliss versus SmackDown roster,
Yeah.
but I feel like that would be a huge pop for her. And for that match, a little spoiler, I either see her or Becky Lynch taking it, but I can see Asuka debuting tomorrow.
Right. That would be big. I didn't even think about that as a possibility. What do you got, Yankee?
I gotta be honest with you. I don't think Asuka's gonna walk out women's champion. I know that's probably what people don't want to hear me say, because she has, she's been undefeated title matches. You know what I mean? But it's time for her to, to pass the torch to a new, up and comer, and who better than Moon? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I think Ember Moon's gonna take it. Like you said, kind of a passing of the torch. The NXT Women's Division was very weak when Asuka took the title after Bayley left. There was virtually no one. Now they're starting to build it up a little bit. They're making Peyton Royce and Billie Kay more important, and Liv Morgan's getting a little bit of a push. So I think the NXT Women's Division is going to get a little more interesting. But I think Ember Moon is definitely going to be the one that finally knocks Asuka off. So, but then
I believe it, man. I believe it. I think she got the ability to carry on the torch and be able to make it work. I mean, it's about time Asuka goes up too. I don't want to keep seeing her on NXT. It's getting boring, kind of.
yeah, I've been waiting for her to do something else, but
I don't see her on Raw though. I see her on SmackDown.
that's yep.
She doesn't fit in that little Raw category, and they got too much going on with Charlotte. They can't get her away from the title picture.
Yeah. I think Charlotte will be a 17-time women's champion by next year. if they keep passing it.
More
you
than
know?
likely, yeah.
Lose the title on Raw, 2 weeks later, champion at pay-per-view.
That's right.
That's how it goes.
Then the main event of Takeover is Bobby Roode defending the NXT title against my favorite NXT talent right now, Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ,
Yeah. Let me be the last one.
you want to be the last one? Okay, I'll pass it over to Tommy Zachary then.
I was pretty torn on this. I didn't know. Trying to think because I had heard rumors and read stuff about both of them. Either one of them possibly debuting in this next week, but I feel Shinsuke is more likely to debut than Bobby Roode. So
Yeah, he's
I
been
got
really
Roode
well.
over Shinsuke, and then I had a little note saying that I'm sure we'll see Shinsuke Monday or Tuesday. I hope it's Tuesday because SmackDown needs some more main eventers, and I hope they just push them right to the main event and give them some opportunities.
Give him the Finn Balor treatment.
Yeah.
What do you got, Yankee?
You know, this is something that is very personal. Believe it or not, this main event is just very personal to me, like on my professional career. When I was 18, I met Bobby Roode. And Bobby Roode shook my hand and said, "Look, never give up. Just keep going and do what you do." Off the screen, he's a great guy. And he's my boy, man. And no matter how it goes, I want to see him win. I'm a mark for this guy, man.
All right, fair enough.
He's done it all, man. He's done it all. And I definitely would like to see him walk out. I definitely would like to see him walk out still champion, and definitely see Nakamura, go to a bigger brand. There's a tradition in wrestling that when you go out of a brand of a company to another bigger company or a bigger roster, you always have to take that loss and go to another place. I feel that if Nakamura is going to move up, Bobby Roode is taking that title and keeping it. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
But if Bobby Roode is called up to the bigger roster, I see Bobby Roode losing the title. But I'm going to go, just because on the personal level of me, meeting Bobby Roode and be able to talk to the man and knowing how he is, I definitely want Bobby Roode to win.
All right. I'll go still because AJ wants to be last.
I can go next.
I'll go. That's fine. Nakamura is my boy. I just bought a fucking Nakamura action figure, one of the first action figures I bought in like 15 years. So I'm at Toys R Us and had to snatch him up. But I'm going to have to go Bobby Roode. It's Nakamura's time to come up, even though there's always these rumors about him not getting the push to, or not getting bumped to the main roster because he's not ready yet.
Well, he's getting up there in age too. So
yeah, he's getting up there. He's a hell of a talent. He's good for the product in Japan.
He's at
to
peak right now.
Yeah.
They need to do something.
Do something before he gets to the age where he can't do what he does anymore. But so I'm gonna pick Bobby Roode for this. All right, AJ.
Let's wait.
Oh yeah. This is it, man. This is it.
All right.
Bobby Roode all the way. Been a big fan from his TNA days. I love this last match against Nakamura where he won the title. You saw my reaction. I jumped out of my seat.
AJ fucking marked out big time. He is a big... Anybody that was in TNA right around that time span, AJ's a mark for. He's a big Daniels fan. And
Kazarian, Styles, Roode, Storm.
All great talents.
Yeah.
All great talents.
I miss Motor City Machine Guns.
So
the best.
bad. They're awesome. I love it.
Motor Machine Gun was like one of my favorite tag teams of all time. Man.
It's just down the road from us.
Man.
TNA's roster used to be legit.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I was gonna say there was a time span where I thought TNA was almost better than WWE, but okay.
I mean, if you guys been watching TNA lately, the LAX came back.
I love LAX.
I saw that they came back.
I know the guys that are on LAX. They're from House of Glory up here in New York.
Okay.
And it is great, man. The Puerto Rican tag team. We never thought that we were going to be represented. I'm Puerto Rican, so we never thought I was going to be represented in a big stage like that.
Right.
And man, those guys came back and took the crown. You know what I mean?
Right. All right. So is everybody ready to move on to our Mania card? All right, I'll take that as a yes.
Let's do it, man.
All right, so I don't have anything in a particular order. This is just the way I copied it off the internet. So I mean, you guys' list. If you guys have these actually personally written down, you might be jumping around. We're gonna kick it off.
I think I have the right way that is on written down, but I think they're gonna kick it off with the battle royal if I'm correct.
That's what I was thinking. I know they said that the battle royal and the cruiserweight title was gonna be on the pre-show. So
Supposedly they had the SmackDown's women's.
But they all complained and they
Yeah.
got moved on to the
Fans
main.
were pissed and like, okay, we're gonna put it back in the main roster.
So it's 11 matches on the main, I believe.
that's fucking dope, though.
I kind of wish you would do that for the cruiserweights. I think Neville and Aries deserve a main card match.
Did you see Aries' tweet though? He said it doesn't matter where he's at, he will always elevate it.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's still WrestleMania. I would take a kickoff
yeah,
match at WrestleMania.
I was gonna
just
say
to stay.
shit.
It's
I'd take a
WrestleMania.
I'd take a kickoff match any day. We're gonna kick it off though. Kick off. With the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. AJ, who do you got?
Strowman.
I think this will be unanimous.
You said Strowman.
Yeah.
Yankee.
Man, I think I'm gonna go with. I mean, it could be a little curveball, but I think I'm gonna go with Strowman. But
Yeah.
you never know. I mean, Mojo Riley's been on fire. They're looking to push him. So.
You know who I would like to see win?
Who?
Sami Zayn.
I would fucking
That would be
love
awesome.
that. I'd mark the fuck out. I also
hell
have
yeah.
I also have Strowman. Any surprises you guys think you're gonna see? Like last year we saw fucking Baron Corbin debut and
What's that guy's name that just lost on NXT?
Elias Sampson.
I can see him.
That's
I can see him
something I
being
was
in
kind
it.
of thinking.
They have an NXT star in the match already.
Yeah, that
I forget his name.
He's-
from China.
he's
isn't
from China. They just signed him, I think. I don't want to
Oh
sound.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't want to
Man, I
seem
can't
racist.
pinpoint his name, but I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about the big, tall guy.
Yeah, I don't want to seem
like
racist
7
saying
foot
like,
something. I don't know.
Bailey
He's
Lane.
fucking huge, man.
but it was something similar, like something that actually sounded like a white person would make up for his name. But
that's straight to the point right there,
I
man.
think there's a good possibility we'll see either from NXT in it Elias Sampson
Dillinger.
or Dillinger.
Do you guys ever think Dillinger's going to make his main roster debut?
We'll get to that because I want to talk about who we think will do what after Mania.
I feel like if Dillinger shows up at the Battle Royal, I will fucking mark out. That's like
right, for real, man.
he's one of the great. Yeah, I like his work, and way before he was in NXT, he was in the roster, the main roster. He
Right,
just didn't have what it takes to stay. You know what I mean?
right.
I feel like this is his time.
This is definitely the best he's ever been. But so we all picked Strowman, so that's
I would like to not see Strowman win, but like
yeah.
the way that he's been being pushed since he got drafted,
Yeah,
it's
he's
just like
been fucking killing everything.
Well, I kind of wish he had something more from than the Battle Royal.
Yeah,
And they pretty much just hyped it like the Raw before Mania.
I would have really liked to see Strowman versus Harper at Mania.
Yeah.
I think both of them are good talents that could have done something pretty cool. But I don't look it, so. The second match we got is the Cruiserweight Championship match. And I quote, "The King of the Cruiserweights!" Neville against the greatest man that ever lived, Austin Aries. AJ, what do you got?
I got Aries winning. I would like to see Neville like walk out of Mania with the title, but I feel like Aries is gonna win.
Okay, what do you got?
I got Austin Aries. He's got way too many. He's got way too much momentum going right now, and that cruiserweight title, it's kind of a repeating cycle. Someone has it,
Yeah,
they win one pay-per-view against somebody, and then they lose the job at the next to someone who's getting hyped more than they have been.
Yep.
So it's kind of an endless cycle. I hope it gets broken, but I'd rather see Aries the champ than
yeah. I hope Aries has the potential to hold on to it for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you got, Yankee?
Oh man, this is a hard one because I'm a really big fan of Austin Aries, and but I feel like the way that they've been pushing Neville as the main heel for 205, giving him Aries will give him a stepping stone to definitely claim that he is the king of the cruiserweight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like Neville's gonna take this, and run with it, and I'm gonna go with Neville on this one, man.
Yeah. Oh man, this is a really hard one for me to book, honestly, or to even predict, because I feel like Aries has that drive right now. He has the momentum. He has the push, but at the same time, Neville is claiming to be the king, like he just said.
He is the king.
So I don't know. This is a hard one for me. If Neville wins, I think Neville wins dirty, but I'm gonna say Aries gets this one.
If Neville wins, I hope he wins by the Red Arrow and not the Rings of Saturn or Superplex.
Yeah, I would like to see the Red Arrow. I feel like this is the perfect time to bring it back. Is Mania.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, he did the last pay-per-view. He did it at.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Damn it. All right. And then we got the SmackDown Live Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss against Mickie James, against Becky Lynch, against Carmella, probably with James Ellsworth, against Natty, against Naomi.
Against SmackDown roster.
Yeah.
That just, with it being SmackDown roster, that just, I can't not put one and one together and think that someone's going to debut.
See, yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying about Asuka.
They could debut, but who could also return?
Lita.
Eva Marie.
Yeah. She hasn't said anything on Twitter about being around there.
I also heard Kelly was possibly returning, because I know she was at the Hall of Fame ceremony last night.
Damn, everybody's fucking returning!
And they were talking about possible her getting back in ring, which I'm not 100% sure.
If Eva Marie shows up, I'll walk the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly.
The women's championship is looking great, man. The division is looking great, and SmackDown definitely is giving Raw a run for his money.
Right.
Told you,
I'm gonna look in the SmackDown's women's title match. I'm gonna have to go with probably. I would say I was rooting for Alexa Bliss, but I'm gonna have to say Naomi.
Yeah.
It's her hometown too.
I'm a big not return. Why the fuck did I say that? I'm a big fan of Alexa Bliss right now. She is on fire. She, in my opinion, is carrying the SmackDown Women's division the way Charlotte was trying to do with Raw. There's definitely a lot of depth and a lot more talent for the women's division, but I don't think everybody's at that level yet. Alexa Bliss definitely is, but Naomi just came back. I had Naomi as my pick, but do you guys think? You already said you think we're gonna see Asuka.
Asuka or Becky Lynch. I could see her getting a second title run.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of biased. Ever since she got drafted, that's who I've really been into on SmackDown. Alexa Bliss is progressively building on me, but
yeah.
I've been about Lynch since her Mania match last year.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Bliss. I think she's gonna retain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you have, Yankee?
For the women's?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Naomi.
All right.
I'm gonna go with Naomi because the fact that she never lost it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
She was forced to fake it, pass it on because she was injured. And to be honest, she came back faster than I thought she was gonna come back.
Yeah, she came back really quick. I was really surprised to see her on SmackDown. I was like, oh shit.
And the way she came back, dude, fucking hurricane around on the rim. Forget it, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking lost my shit. So I was like, damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like they're really pushing her to the great, and I think I'm gonna go with her on that one.
Okay. Yeah. I had heard a possibility of Lita joining in with the mix because Lita, I guess, signed a thing to do an independent thing back a month ago or something like that, and she was just supposed to make an appearance. Well, there's this tag team, and they were going against another team that had a female manager, and the female manager kept interfering. Well, Lita came out and knocked the bitch the fuck out, and then the general manager came out, made it a 6-person tag. And I'm like, what? Lita returned? And everybody's
was that Teddy Long by any chance? Because Teddy Long has to do that shit.
No, it wasn't Teddy. I kind of thought that when I read that, I was like, sounds like something Teddy would do.
But Teddy would show up and be like, Lita, it's gonna be you. I can see Undertaker.
Yeah.
That was his main two guy to go to.
Yeah, definitely. But everybody kind of expected Lita just to go in for the finish, of the match. Well, Lita, I guess, actually had a pretty good standing in the match. Like, she went in and out a few times, and she ended up with getting the pin after a twist of fate and a moonsault, I believe. So that was interesting to read. And then after that, fucking Wrestling Inc. exploded with rumors. So I was like, fuck.
I mean, she looks in great shape, so I wouldn't be surprised, if he jumps ship for a little bit, you know what I mean?
Right. Especially, I mean, the SmackDown women's division they're giving people chances, like bringing Mickey James back, so.
Oh, hell yeah.
I can see Mickey James
doing
being
great with
super.
that, man. SmackDown is stepping it up. That's why they're beating Raw in ratings, you know what I mean?
Right.
Constantly, because they're stepping it up. They're giving people that, didn't have a chance in Raw show their talent.
Right. Now, this is kind of unrelated to the podcast, but I gotta ask, are you a Raw or SmackDown person?
Me?
Yeah.
Personally?
Yeah.
Ah, man. I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of the talent on Raw, but SmackDown's where it's at right now. Dude.
Yeah.
AJ's a big SmackDown guy.
SmackDown fan.
What are you?
I'm SmackDown. Got tired of watching the same shit over and over on Raw.
Yeah.
The throwaway matches.
Roman and Braun or Roman and Jericho, Roman and Owens. It was the same shit.
So and that's one of the things that kind of drew me off Raw. Is because I hate the fact that don't get me wrong. I like Roman. Roman is a good guy. As a character, he's good. He's talented, but he really lacks in mic skills a lot.
Yeah.
And maybe if Roman was pushed to where an advocate that will speak for him and he'll be like top heel of the company, I'll be like, yeah, this guy's fucking badass.
You should
because people already fucking boo him anyways. You know what I mean?
I have a podcast on this channel dedicated directly to getting Roman over in how I would try to get him over. You should listen to that later.
Oh, definitely. I'll definitely give it a hear, man. That sounds dope, by the way. But I gotta go with SmackDown. The roster is on fire. The show is fucking great. The
Opportunities
matches are amazing.
Yeah.
SmackDown all the way, man.
The opportunities, yeah.
Like with the women's division, SmackDown can carry multiple women's stories, where Raw just focuses on 4 main women.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, for a while, it was just 2.
Yeah.
And this shit that AJ Styles is doing, man. AJ Styles is a fucking goat. That shit that he's doing in SmackDown, being the main heel.
It's so hard for me to admit that Styles is the best because I am the biggest fucking Shawn Michaels fan ever. But I think Styles is the best right now.
You cannot tell me you will not want to see Shawn Michaels versus AJ Styles.
Oh, I love that.
Man, it kind of pisses me off that Michaels shot that down. I was like, damn it, Shawn.
I feel like AJ is the man. Dude. You're talking about a guy that's competed everywhere. He's competed in Japan. He's competed in America. Everywhere that he can compete on and put his hands on, he's
been successful.
Yeah.
I feel like AJ Styles could be one of the greatest, and is one of the greatest of all time.
Right.
It's funny. When he first got hired in, they wanted to use him as a mid card talent.
Yeah, they wanted Ryback to crush him at Mania last year.
And then he got that where the way the crowd reacted to his
fucking
Rumble debut. Everyone's going crazy.
Shit,
Twitter exploded too.
Yo, when I seen the Rumble debut of AJ Styles, I literally fanboy almost cried. It was because you never, I'll be honest, you will never expect AJ Styles to sign with WWE.
Right. It's 20 years in the making.
After a long career, in the independent circuit and TNA, making TNA relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
You would figure this man is not going to go to WWE. The fact that he's been there before and he knows how WWE works, he's not going to go back. But once I saw the Rumble and I heard the music, I didn't even have to hear long into it. Once I heard the little, hey, on the start of this fucking theme, I was like, this shit has got to be fucking AJ. If it's not AJ, I swear to God, dude.
You did not like this theme song at first. Yeah, AJ did not like Styles, not AJ Styles, AJ Gagliardo did not like Styles' theme song when he first came, and I was like, dude, I like it. They don't want none. They don't want none. I think I'm scared of them, boy, but they don't want none.
That builds on his is heel. Like that's the perfect theme
Yeah,
song for.
I fucking love it.
I'm just used to the hearing "Get Ready to Fly." Then
Yeah. Fucking.
the fireworks come down. He jumps out of them, throws the hood back.
Well, fuck, man. That was you lived with Nate, or Nate lived with you guys
that's trademark
too.
TNA. You can't use that on WWE.
Yeah,
Right.
I know, but I'm just. I remember one time I was
They'll
watching.
kill him.
I was
They'll eat him
watching.
alive, man.
I remember one time. I still it gives me goosebumps watching TNA. It was like Kurt Angle, Sting, against like Aces and Eights, something like that, and they were trying to get AJ Styles to come with them, and he didn't. That's when he's like the no one, like he's
Yeah,
being
the no one gimmick.
like he's all about himself. He didn't, really, and then like he came out to that music at first, like that for him being like the loner,
Mhm.
and then it like cut off the Get Ready to Fly and getting all hyped and everything.
Yeah.
Like ah shit.
Yeah.
Alright, we veered a little off task. We're gonna go back to the Mania card. We got the Raw Tag Team Ladder match. The Club against Enzo and Cass against Cesaro and Sheamus. AJ, I don't even have to fucking ask you. I know who you got.
The Club.
Yep.
The
AJ's
Club.
a club mark also.
I want the Club to win. I'm gonna pick them to win. I think they just need to hold on to the titles longer. They
Yeah.
should have had the titles a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm kind of losing. I mean, if my second pick would be Cesaro and Sheamus. Just I love Cesaro. I'm a big Cesaro fan. He's great. Sheamus is getting a little bit better. Like he's like growing on me. Where I'm like enjoying them as a tag team. Enzo and Cass though, it's just getting stale.
Yeah.
Their gimmick. I remember watching Raw, or
The
Yeah.
debut was,
The debut.
man, they marked the fuck out.
but they had to face Cesaro and Sheamus for number one contendership for the last Raw pay-per-view for the tag titles.
Yeah.
And then Enzo was cutting a promo after the match. Sheamus broke kicks him,
Yep.
and the crowd's chanting, "Thank you, Sheamus."
Well, I think the problem with Enzo and Cass is they keep getting that push and keep getting that push, and then they just get derailed.
Yeah.
And I think people are tired of seeing that. I mean, when they finally do win the titles, I hope people get excited.
They're
But
looking at that New Day factor because the tag titles made the New Day really relevant.
yeah,
But what are they doing now? They had like
that's
random
They're
matches.
hosting WrestleMania.
Yeah, they're hosting, but before they had like Titus O'Neil,
yeah.
like a different member every week.
So
It's
you,
just
yeah,
the Club all
yeah.
the way.
Your pick's the Club. What do you got?
I will flip shit if this happens, and I will just absolutely lose my mind because these two guys are the reason that I ever started watching and falling in love with wrestling. But I got the Hardys over the Club, Enzo and Cass, Sheamus and Cesaro.
The Hardys are returning.
They are returning.
Man.
I've read too much stuff on it for it not to be happening, with the stipulation being a ladder match now,
That would be
and
rough,
WWE
though.
making cryptic messages about
That'd be back-to-back ladder matches because tonight's Super Card of Honor.
they can do it.
They can do it. Jeff will be dead.
That's
like,
all I can think about. That's all I've been thinking
you
about.
know what? It's okay if Jeff dies because Matt will just resurrect him in Party Lake.
Exactly.
If Sami Zayn can take a beating from Nakamura and then go through that heli within the
That's
ladder
true,
match,
yeah.
anything's possible.
God damn, Sami Zayn was the GOAT last year of Mania. Like, he was the MVP, the workhorse.
But when that match starts, I will record my reaction the entire time, so when it happens, you all can see, because I'm about to lose my mind if that actually happens.
Alright, what do you got, Yankee?
It's kind of like hard to think about the Hardys coming back. The Hardys are a great tag team, but I'm gonna go with the Club, man.
The Club?
Is the way to go.
I think it is way too soon to take the titles off the Club, but like AJ was bringing up, Enzo and Cass, they brought them up because they had the hype. The hype train was right behind them. And right now, they're not on the hype train anymore. They're kind of on the struggle bus.
They're getting stale.
They're getting stale, and I
Like that.
think
The
they will.
struggle bus.
Yeah. I think they're gonna try to New Day them and give them the tag titles to get them that push, get them over. So
No.
I don't want to see. I'm a big Enzo and Cass fan, but I think it's way too soon to take the titles off the Club. The Club has ventured all over the fucking world.
Club
Yeah,
should
the
have
titles.
the Club should have beat New Day for the titles. And
Yeah.
had it
Yeah.
since then.
Yeah, that really upset me that Sheamus and Cesaro won. I would have rather had Sheamus just win, or Cesaro just win the tag titles by himself than with Sheamus.
Yeah.
Because fuck that guy for not signing my Dolph Ziggler shirt. I had a
Look,
really big beard. And,
I'll tell you, man, I feel like the club, like when I was watching the club on Raw, constantly fucking losing, constantly going on there, I was like, why the fuck are they not giving this guys a tag team championship? You're talking about talent that have held tag team championships everywhere.
right.
Give it to these guys. And it's like, no, WWE, it's like not want to give us what we want until it's their time to say, okay, we're going to give it to you.
Right.
So, I definitely see the club keeping the belts tonight.
All right.
WrestleMania.
Let's see. Up next, we got the Intercontinental Championship match, which I think should be a street fight, but they're not going to do it. We got Dean Ambrose defending the IC title against Baron Corbin, AJ Gagliardo. Who the fuck do you got?
Baron Corbin.
All right.
I don't like Ambrose as champion. I think Corbin deserves the title. I love how Corbin's progressed over this year. He's one of my favorites to watch on SmackDown, so I'm going with Baron Corbin for the win.
Definitely the most improved player in Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
I agree with you there. I'm a huge Dean Ambrose fan, but I just don't like the thought of him dropping the heavyweight title and then winning the IC title within weeks of him losing it. I really hope that doesn't happen with Kevin Owens too. I mean, he should still be Universal Champion. Should be him and Balor in the main event or somebody else. But I don't want to get started on the whole Goldberg and Lesnar stuff because I'll just get heated. But
Yeah,
I got Baron Corbin over Dean Ambrose. I can see Corbin holding it for quite some time.
Who do you have, Yankee?
It's not even what to say, man. Baron Corbin is gonna take it. He's gonna take it. This is his big moment to be pushed as one of the main bad guys of SmackDown.
Right.
And what better way to make a statement than put a belt on? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
so I'm gonna go with Corbin on this one.
It's long overdue.
Yeah,
I like Dean. Back in the days from Comeback Zone Wrestling, that motherfucker used to take chainsaws to the forehead.
Man, for real.
But,
I told you he was nuts.
But I'm gonna give it to Corbin, man. Corbin is the shit now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think this is the absolute perfect time for Corbin. I think WWE has taken the perfect amount of time for Corbin. They didn't use him for a while, and now they've got him and they've pushed him and pushed him. I think he was at the top tier level when he was on NXT.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, Baron Corbin, do a sit-up or something. I'm like, dude, he's the fucking guy. He's you hate him. That means he's doing his fucking job right.
Yeah.
So, I'm Baron Corbin. I'm all Baron Corbin. I don't give a shit if Baron Corbin was wrestling my mother. I'd probably root for Baron Corbin. I'm a Corbin fan. They've taken the perfect amount of time to get him his first title 1 year after his debut. 1 year and a day after his.
You know what it is too is he suffered that injury too, the knee.
Yep.
And he hurt his knee, and he was going on the fucking in the rise to the top train. He was going fast, and then he fucked up. One wrong move, and it would put your whole career. It would go on hold.
Right.
And he messed up his knee, but he came back and. Again, he came back before I thought that he was going to come back. You know what I mean?
Right.
He came back, and look where he's at now. I think this is the time for him, perfect time for him to take it and run with it.
Hopefully they elevate the title like they were doing with The Miz.
Yeah, Ambrose really brought that title
Ambrose
down.
kind of killed that. They were making the IC titles crazy relevant when it was on Miz.
Yeah, Brian would make Miz defend the title every SmackDown. When's the last time you've seen Ambrose defend the IC title?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Miz was forced to defend the title every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Why hasn't Dean Ambrose?
Well, because Daniel Bryan doesn't hate him. What we got next? The United States Championship match. Chris Jericho, the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla.
Yes.
The friend of Jericho, or we are the friends of Jericho. Maybe AJ isn't. I don't know. AJ, who do you got in this?
Kevin Owens.
You've got Owens?
I got Owens because I know that Jericho's going to be doing Fozzy stuff soon.
Yeah.
So I don't expect him to hold the title unless he wins and then Kevin Owens, like Jericho wins and Kevin Owens has like another match at the next Raw pay-per-view after Mania.
Okay.
But I'm going with Kevin Owens for this one.
All right.
Because of Jericho's schedule.
Okay. What do you got, Tommy?
I see Jericho winning. That's more of a heart matter. My head's telling me to say Owens because of the situation with Fozzy.
Right.
But I don't think he's going on tour until June or July. June or May. So I kind of, like AJ said, I kind of see him holding it in his last match before the tour. I see him just
Dropping it.
But I could see it being to Owens. But I feel like Owens could do a lot with it. Because I did not like how he was booked with the Universal Championship. He's awesome.
I like. He
But
is
him
awesome.
and Seth Rollins could have had an awesome match without Jericho being in it. If it was just actual Kevin Owens and actual Seth Rollins how he was, that could have been an awesome feud where just great match after great match. But I got Jericho because I've loved Jericho since I was younger. So
who do you have, Yankee?
So, before anything, I give you my prediction. I just want to say I hate the fact that they dropped Kevin Owens as a Universal Champion and never put him back on the track for it.
Yeah, he never got a rematch.
Never, he still needs that rematch. Where's the rematch?
Like that IC title, he never got a rematch for.
Yeah, he never got a rematch when he lost the IC title either.
Being the longest reigning Universal Champion deserves a rematch.
Right.
With that being said, I'm going to go with Kevin Owens
KO
versus Jericho. And I just, listen, that best friend bullshit only could last for so long. It's time to move on and on to bigger, better things. And what better way to do it than backstab your best friend in the back.
Right. That
take his title.
Fucking Festival of Friendship was perfect. I actually didn't expect the turn right there.
Bro, listen, Jericho made the list of KO. That's one list that you do not want to make. And,
no.
Now it's all about Kevin Owens getting the title and fucking rocking it. You know what I mean? This is his moment to the United States. And win or lose, they given Kevin Owens the biggest push I've seen for a long time. So he's a great athlete. He's a great character for the show, and I feel like he's gonna take it tonight.
Yeah, Owens has had one of the best WWE rookie years in memorable or reasonable memory to me.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking 2 or 3 IC title reigns, 2 or 3 United States Championship reigns, a fucking the Universal Championship right now, like you said.
He beat John Cena on his debut on Raw.
Yeah,
he came back and beat John Cena, bro. You can't beat that.
So
it stomped right on that United States title.
Yeah.
Held that NXT title
fucking
up.
Canadian bastard, you.
And then didn't he step on the title, the United States title?
Yeah, that's what he just said.
Yeah, he did. So he's coming back to where he first started, I guess, right?
Right. Yeah.
Lift up Kevin Owens, man. Drink it in.
Hey, that's a pretty good Owens impression.
Oh, Jesus. Everybody confuses me with the Puerto Rican Kevin Owens. Everywhere I go, it's like, shit, it's Kevin Owens. And I'm like, nah, it's not Kevin Owens.
We got a dude in ALWF named Kellen, and he goes by a different name in ALWF, but he really wanted to be Kellen Owens. And I was like,
Kevin Owens is the fucking GOAT, man. He's the man.
Yeah, Owens is my pick also. Jericho, like I said, this is Jericho's longest run in a while, and this is also the best Jericho's been. Jericho is getting ready to tour with Fozzy sometime soon, and you said you thought it was June or July?
I think it's later. I don't think it's right away.
It's April.
Is it really?
It's April right now. So, no, I'm saying it's April effective today. So, he's getting ready to go on tour. We got a month until the next pay-per-view, May. He's going to drop the title tomorrow night to Owens. And then he's going to challenge Owens for a rematch. And Owens is going to say, I'm tired of seeing you. If I beat you, or I'll give you your rematch if you put your career on the line. Something like that. Jericho goes on to Payback and looks at the lights. And Kevin Owens gets the 1, 2, 3. So, and then he's gone. Your heart just broke a little. I'm sorry, Tommy.
It's alright.
I'll send you flowers, man. Don't cry.
I appreciate it.
Raw Women's Championship. Bailey, Charlotte, Sasha, and Nia Jax. AJ.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Bailey.
Bailey.
I mean,
I feel like
wait a minute. Hold on.
All right.
Hold back there. You ain't gonna no Bailey. Nia Jax is gonna fucking take it, man.
Nia.
This is it.
It's her
I've
time.
been pushing her for a while, and it's about time they put the title around some fat chicks, man. Listen, bro, it's not about beauty and figures anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely a different time.
It's about fucking talent and who is grinding the hardest to make it work. And Nia Jax, man, she's put up, man. She hasn't shut up. She's put up every fucking time.
Yeah.
This is her time, man. And who would not want to grab those love handles, bro? Like, listen, a good friend of mine, and you guys might know him, Navarro McDonald.
Yeah.
He is a Nia Jax freak.
Really?
He is like a super fan, man. And at first I didn't see what he was talking about, and then I started seeing her more often, and I'm like, holy shit, this girl is the next big thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Literally the next big thing. So Nia, all the way, man. She's the best they got right now, and she's playing her character great. She's one of the biggest heels in the women's division, and I think she's doing a great job. People hate her, they despise her, but she's a beautiful woman, and she's doing it, man.
She's kicking ass too.
Yeah. And you said Bailey, AJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Care to articulate?
I just feel like, well, the way that they booked Bailey, they begin with this wrong. I don't think she should have won the title until WrestleMania.
Exactly.
I feel like that would have been a lot better for her. She won at WrestleMania, a bigger moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think it's kind of too soon to take it away. I see like a couple months after WrestleMania, but not WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I do not want her to have the Sasha effect or the Charlotte effect. I want
Fuck that.
title reign. I mean, it's decent right now, but I got her.
This is the longest women's championship reign on Raw, other than Charlotte's original run before the brand split.
You're right.
She hasn't lost the title in like a week and a half.
That's awful to say, but
1 week is all it takes for you to make it to the hospital. 1 week.
Especially with Charlotte's on the roster.
I got Bailey because I'm tired of Sasha Banks. I'm tired of Charlotte. I wouldn't be upset seeing Nia Jax win, but I think they pushed her the right amount, but I can't see them really pushing her over the top to take it just yet. I can see her, when Bailey does lose it, I can see Bailey losing it. Payback's the next Raw pay-per-view.
Yep, I believe so.
I could see Nia Jax and Bailey going there, and Nia Jax taking it then. But I also feel like Charlotte is never going to be out of the title picture. So
her dad needs to knife edge chop her in the throat. I have Bailey for this, unless, because I've been watching some fantasy booking shit. Do you watch What Culture Pro Wrestling?
No, I do not.
No? They do a lot of fantasy booking. This guy named Adam Blampede, he does. You watch him? Yeah. He does a lot of fantasy booking, and sometimes he has some really good ideas. He didn't mention this, but I thought of this as a possibility. Asuka loses the title tonight. Asuka beat Bailey a year ago to win it. What if Asuka comes in this and just kicks Bailey and all of them, kicks all their fucking asses, and just takes the title? It's like, holy shit.
I feel like that would be great. You know what? I feel it would be a lot better. If we go back to NXT Takeover, where Asuka defeated Nia Jax for the women's championship of NXT, Nia didn't win, but she still made it up to the roster. So, which makes me believe that if Asuka does come to the main roster and they put her, in Raw, that's going to be a decisive match. Asuka versus Nia Jax for the belt.
Right.
You know what I mean? And in this time, Nia will take it.
Right. Yeah, I still have Bailey, unless somehow Asuka shows up. If Asuka shows up, Asuka's gonna kick everybody in the fucking head.
This is an elimination match, right?
It is an elimination?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Fuck yeah, 2 elimination matches back-to-back nights. Hell yeah!
Who do you think the final two is going to be?
Charlotte?
Wait, is it an elimination? The Raw Women's?
Yeah,
I think so.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think now that he said that, I do remember them talking about it on Raw.
I think with Nia getting into it, I think that's what made it the elimination. But with the final two, I can't not see Charlotte there.
It's gonna be Charlotte and Bailey, in my opinion.
I feel like Nia will be the first one out because they're trying to take out the overpowering.
It's going to be the same situation as Big Cass when he was in the Fatal 4-Way for the Universal title.
Yeah.
He's the big force in there, and he's going to be the first one gone.
If I was all of them skinny little bitches, I'd be beating the shit out of Nia, all three of them together. But, final two, yeah. Did you say who you thought was your final two, AJ?
Yeah, Charlotte and Bailey.
All right. Who do you have for the final two, Yankee?
If it's an elimination, this is new. This is new news to me. I never heard. No, I didn't hear of this. But if it is elimination, I see Nia and Bailey. You know what I mean? You gotta have the champion.
I hope.
You know
I really hope.
We could even, I don't know, man. Now that I'm thinking about it, Sasha has been real best friendy with Bailey, and I can see it coming down to the two of them. But Bailey is my pick right now.
Oh yeah.
All right, now.
Nia. Listen. I believe in faith, man. Give it to the fat chick. I love her. She's awesome. She's great. She can work. Bailey, she's good, but I definitely want to see Nia win something. You know what I mean? I think she deserves it. She's been working hard.
Right.
But I am tired of seeing fucking Banks and
Charlotte.
Yeah.
You know, for the 38,000 time. It's like the same shit with like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn all the time. You know what I mean?
Right. All right. Now on to the match that I absolutely did not see want to see the most on this fucking Mania card. The match that when I heard about it, it had me super pissed off, but now I'm super invested in it. John Cena and Nikki Bella
the promo
against Miz and Maurice. Like you were saying, the promos.
The promo was
holy fuck! This is the best
Tuesday.
the Miz has ever been. Like I hated the Miz even as a babyface. I'm like, fuck this dude. This dude sucks. Go back to the real world. Holy shit.
The Miz could talk, man. He could talk.
He is on a roll.
He could make you hate him so much. And I don't even think it's his verbal skills. I think it's something to do with his fucking face. You know what I mean?
It's that stupid haircut.
The stupid ass horse looking face that he has.
Yeah.
Makes you hate him. But the promos are on fire. John Cena fucking called him a pussy on live TV.
And he punched him and he sack tapped him.
Huh?
He bag tagged him on Raw or on SmackDown. He smacked him in the nuts.
Well, yeah, I seen that. They called him a pussy. Man, listen. John Cena stepping out of boundaries right now. They don't want him to step out of, and I'm so happy that they let him do that. You know, I'm not a Cena fan. Let me just put that out there. I'm not a Cena fan. To me, Cena sucks. I'm one of those guys that scream Cena sucks. But
well, you're not a child or a
Cena
woman.
Are on fire. I wasn't buying into this fucking rivalry.
Right.
I really wasn't. And then the promos started working, and I was like, this shit is gonna work. You know what I mean? So but I don't see Cena and Nikki winning.
Right. So you got your Ms. Maurice.
Miss Maurice all the way, baby.
All right. I'll go counterclockwise this time. Who do you got?
I'm not a woman or a child, but I have enjoyed Cena. That's when I started watching it when he first started getting his push. But as much as I hate, I read way too much of the rumors and fan pages that I hope it doesn't happen, but I can see it happening. Him proposing to her after the match. So with all that speculation, I can't see them losing and him doing that because he's taking more time off and she's done.
Yeah.
So I really don't. I don't see them losing.
AJ, who you got? You're a heel mark. So
Miz and Maurice, I'm not a heel mark. I just feel like the heels are doing a lot better than the baby faces most of the time.
Yeah.
But Miz, I want to see Miz continue. I had that over Cena's head I beat you at WrestleMania again.
Yep.
This
time my wife beat you.
Yeah.
So
I just don't want to see it. I don't like Nikki Bella. I don't.
No.
I don't either.
I want the Miz one. I don't hate him like you do. I actually liked him. I love him when he and Daniel Bryan kept going back and forth.
I love that.
Man, I wanted Bryan versus Miz at Mania. I was like, do it. You'll make money. It's okay, Vince. He won't sue you if he
That
dies.
talking smack promo that
was awesome.
they were.
Yeah. That intense fucking Miz. I was like, holy shit. He's like, I am the best. I am the best. I've been here since day one. I was like, damn.
You can't. That
I really thought that's what they were going to try to push.
That's what I thought too. I was like, shit.
Miz and Daniels for WrestleMania, and then here comes John Cena. You know what I mean? I was
Right.
like, oh no, don't do this, man. Give me what I want.
Right.
It's WWE, man.
I wasn't invested in this match at all. Like when I first was reading about what was the what's it called? Fucking expected matches. I was like, no, what? I was like, there's something better you can do with Cena. Give him a fucking up and coming talent or something. Fucking, I wanted Joe versus Cena. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But my prediction for this match, a little bit of fantasy booking. You brought up the proposal.
Yep.
I've been reading a lot about that.
I've read way too much about it to not believe
the
it.
speculated proposal. Now, here's my thought on it. I believe it was WrestleMania 7. Macho Man, heel. Lost. I don't remember who he lost to.
And he
And then he proposed turning babyface to Elizabeth. You know, history tends to recycle.
yeah.
And
Oh,
wrestling
yeah.
recycles a lot of shit. So, Miz can't afford this loss right now. He is way too hot. Cena's getting ready to go away for a little bit. Cena called Miz a pussy and a shit and everything else.
He touched his dick, man. He touched his fucking dick.
Yeah, man.
Unbelievable.
If Cena wins, then Miz is a fucking pussy. And they've spent
Can afford that.
all this time building it and building it and building it and building it and building it. Miz and Maurice, all the way. And the way I would have it finish is have Miz do a skull-crushing finale on Cena and tag Maurice in and have Maurice pin fucking Cena. Or have Miz skull-crushing finale Nikki.
Oh my god.
I can't see that.
Just break her implants.
Pop those back moves. She comes up with one boob.
She bounces
Pop
back
them
up.
titties, please. Pop them titties, man.
Bounces back up.
So, oh yeah, she just straight back up like a fucking weeble. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, so
I can't wait to see that match. I wasn't like you said. I wasn't interested on it at first, but after the promos and the shit that's been going on, and the way the Miz, I went online a couple of days ago, and Miz, I think it was on Instagram, and Miz is training and putting pictures of Cena in sandbags and cake bags, and you know what I mean.
yeah, he's putting Cena's
Miz is
picture on him.
They're going out of their way for this, so I feel like you said, Miz is too hot to let him down now. So keep riding with Miz, and maybe who knows, we'll see Miz and Bryan's next year.
Right, hopefully. I don't know. Brian's got a year left, supposedly.
I heard that he's completely
1 year is
done
enough
with
to
WWE
send him on his way to WrestleMania.
He said he's got like a year left or something like that on his contract, and he said he wants to wrestle, so I can see
I'd go back to England.
Brian leaving. I could see New Japan picking his ass up.
I think I'll see his last match being on WrestleMania against the Miz, because that's how this started.
Yeah.
You know, Miz was his NXT pro.
Right.
And, so I feel like sending him out the way he started is a great way. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I agree. That would be perfect. That'd be a good send-off. But yeah. Up next, another match that I wasn't very invested in, but I also had hope. I was like, this could be good. Shane O'Mac versus AJ Styles in a regular match. Think back. Can you guys recall Shane McMahon being in a traditional wrestling match any time in recent memory?
It's gonna get changed. There's no way they're gonna keep it that way.
I see. There's no way. I've been watching fucking wrestling since like the day I was born in 1993. There was a Raw like on my birth date that my mom watched in the fucking in the hospital. I believe my mom said. Fucking, I don't recall ever seeing Shane McMahon in a regular singles match. So, and Styles is the GOAT, man. He can put anybody over without them beating him. He makes everybody look good.
He's not losing 2 manias in a row, though.
No, he better not. I would. I would have some words.
Like this is the way that that Shane McMahon thanking AJ Styles for coming to SmackDown and making it really, really huge. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like I feel like this is Shane McMahon's way to go out there and say, you know what, AJ, you put on the work. Thank you, and I'm gonna give you the win of WrestleMania that you deserve.
Right.
But in a singles match, let alone no stipulations, that kind of makes me worried because we both know Shane McMahon is not the greatest wrestler.
He's a spot show.
You know? Exactly, and
probably the worst working punches in wrestling. Also,
to see the match and follow it. I don't think that Shane is gonna win.
My bad.
But I just hope that he could carry through the match. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My pick for this is Styles, but I think what's going to happen is Shane is going to get himself disqualified, and he's going to restart the match as a no DQ.
That'd be good.
What do you got, AJ?
AJ Styles all the way.
Yeah.
AJ.
He better not lose. If he loses second WrestleMania,
no.
I swear to God.
What's the part of bringing him on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the arguably the best wrestler alive today.
He is.
And you're not utilizing him. Like, you're putting him against Shane McMahon, it's going to be like a spot show.
I was so pissed when he lost to Cena at the Rumble.
Yeah. But,
that was a good match, though.
It was.
It was a good match. 1,000 times better than the Goldberg and Kevin Owens match.
Yeah. What do you got, Yankee?
For AJ versus Shane?
Yeah.
I got AJ all the way, man. Like I said, this is the way that Shane McMahon is gonna, is thanking AJ for making SmackDown what it is now. Because don't get me wrong, like SmackDown was great, but as soon as AJ jumped on board, forget it. You know what I mean? Everybody was tuned into SmackDown.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it to AJ, man. I definitely agree with that. It could be like, he gets disqualified, restarted with no DQs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Either way it happens, they're both great competitors. Shane is not a great wrestler. Like I said, I haven't seen him in a singles match a lot. You know what I mean? So
right.
I feel like you said, he's kind of like a spot monkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but then again, AJ can make anybody look good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it to AJ, man.
So, yeah. I think Shane will get himself disqualified, restart the match as a no DQ, and Styles is going to beat the living shit out of him. And Styles will go over. Next is kind of a taboo topic. The possibility of this being The Undertaker's last WrestleMania.
It will be.
Taker versus the big dog, Roman Reigns. It's going to be very interesting. I guess Taker... Is it Taker that I read was hurt? Yeah,
Taker's hurt.
He's hurt.
Yeah,
so.
he got hurt. He's hurt either before or after Roman Reigns speared him on Raw, and he had trouble giving Strowman a chokeslam.
Right.
He was like,
let me put a pointer there. I don't think he's hurt. I think he's when he did this chokeslam and he dropped him and everybody could see it. He mouthed the word shit.
Okay.
I feel like he was selling. I feel like he knew. This is him saying, "I fucked up. Now Roman is behind me, ready to hit me with a spear."
Right.
You know what I mean? He dropped him with a chokeslam. He looked and he said, "Shit! I forgot that Roman is behind me." Turns around, boom, gets hit with a spear. If he was hurt, he would have never came back after that. You know what I mean?
There's rumors though.
I think he's just playing mind games. It's all about playing mind games with Roman. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
You got arguably like the best person at playing mind games in the feud. So
I read something that they might make that the main event at WrestleMania because they're thinking it's gonna be Undertaker's last WrestleMania, so they might
I
But-
don't know.
put that instead of having Goldberg and Lesnar as the last match.
Yeah. So who do you have, AJ?
Undertaker.
Taker?
I am not a Roman Reigns fan. I hate the guy. I can't stand his matches. Sorry, Yankee. I know you're a big fan of Roman Reigns.
Oh, get out of here, man. Man, listen, man. Roman is a good, he's a good guy. I don't see him. I don't see him beating the Undertaker, and
Not at all.
it's just, and if he does, that's just to prove that WWE just want to push it down our throats as a main face.
Yep.
I hate that. I hate.
That's why he's not over with the fans, is because they've shoved him down our throat way too quick.
Oh yeah. But I mean, let's give credit where credit's due. When he first came in the Shield debut, everybody wanted Roman. Everybody wanted the big dog, the big guy. And then they give Roman the push that, they say, you know what, Roman, push him face. He's over his shit with the fans. And then the fans turn around and go, oh, hell no. I don't want him as the main face.
Fuck this guy.
And the reason for that is because they're trying to build him like John Cena. You know what I mean? You cannot, I repeat, you cannot try to make two guys the same. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. And if we go back on time, I don't know if you guys remember this, but if we go back on time, I don't know if, I think it was Vince McMahon to Cena. He said he was step over Cena, and tomorrow we'll have another Cena in one of the segments. I believe it was on Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Years ago.
It was the one.
He said to Cena that if he fires Cena, he doesn't worry because he could make another Cena next week.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's basically what we're getting now. Cena gets sent to SmackDown, and now this is him trying to make a brand new Cena for Raw.
Yep. What were you gonna say, AJ?
What you were saying. I remember that. I'm pretty sure that was the Raw after Cena lost to CM Punk at Chicago.
Yeah. Yep. I could make a new one of you. Type. Yeah.
And then it seems like I'll go wrestle on another show, brother.
Yeah. Because Hulk Hogan was running TNA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who you got, Tommy?
I got Undertaker because I don't see him losing twice at Mania, but
You should even should have lost one time
he
at
shouldn't
Mania.
have.
Yeah.
That was just because of his concussion. He had no fucking clue where he's at.
Yeah.
I actually heard that was
Fake?
Vince and Taker's call. Like Vince, Triple H, Brock, and Taker were the only ones that actually knew. Like the ref didn't know, Paul Heyman didn't know, the commentary didn't know. Everybody thought it was booked that Taker was going to win. And if you watch in the match, the ref, you can kind of hear him say, like, "What are you doing? This isn't what's booked." And you can read Taker's lips saying, "Change it." So I think that was booked that way, but I don't think he should have lost then. And I don't think he should lose now. I'm pulling Taker for this. I'm not a big Roman Reigns fan. And especially if this is Taker's last match, give him the rub. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think Taker's going over.
You better. Back to what you're the one against Lesnar. Russ, like, what are you doing? Did you notice that at the end of the match, Lesnar was looking down at Taker saying thank you?
Yeah. He's like laying like on top of him afterwards, and you can just, oh man, he died. Video camera. That's okay. That's why this is rolling. He said thank you. So, but there was actually, I guess in like 2010, when Brock Lesnar was like really hot in UFC, they wanted to get Brock over for Mania, and Taker wanted to lose to him then. So evidently, Taker's a little bit of a Lesnar mark. So, but yeah.
What's going on? My bad about that, man.
Oh no, it's all good. We just rambled.
Rollins and Triple H, is that next?
Yeah. Did I get who you said was gonna win, Yankee?
Man, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go with Taker on this one.
Taker. Okay.
Roman. I'm
Not
tired.
gonna pick your boy.
No. I'm tired of seeing Roman being pushed down throats. Honestly.
Yeah.
But Undertaker, man, maybe this might be his last match, and he goes out with a victory. Who knows?
Yeah.
I said that shit like 10 years ago.
Yeah, we keep saying it.
Taker's last match, and that motherfucker kept coming back. So
yeah.
it is what it is.
Then we got the non-sanctioned match: Triple H versus Seth freaking Rollins.
That's right.
Non-sanctioned. That means I don't know if
Anything goes.
Anything goes. Yeah. There's no rules.
It'll be a long match.
Yeah. AJ, who do you got?
It's a tough one. I think Triple H is gonna win.
You do?
I want Rollins to win, but I know for a fact that because I'm pretty sure it's unsanctioned, so you know what's gonna come out. The Destroyer, Samoa Joe.
Yep.
But what I told you before, I think it might happen. Finn Balor might come out too, like pretend like he's gonna help Rollins, but then turn on him.
No.
Heel Finn Balor because Rollins put Finn on the shelf. So
yeah,
and he's part of Triple H's NXT guys.
Yeah.
Owens, Balor, Joe.
Triple H loves Balor.
Yeah,
I love Balor. Balor's my guy.
if we're gonna go there, then you gotta realize Seth was one of those guys too. Roman was one of those guys. Dean was one of those guys.
Yep.
So I feel like I'm definitely gonna agree with you on insert Finn Balor here now. Like, you know, but I wouldn't see him turning heel. He's too much of a big baby face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was a phenomenal heel in New Japan, but he is way too over with the WWE universe.
Oh yeah, I feel like you know WWE's gotta milk that. So
right.
Keep him face and definitely try to help Seth Rollins get his revenge on Triple H because we both know Samoa Joe is gonna show up.
Yeah, definitely.
We know that, and what better way to overcome that than putting Finn Balor? That recently he already been cleared to wrestle. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what are they waiting for? Keeping him, on the shelf for?
Yep.
Put him in there, man.
So who do you got then?
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry, Yankee. One of the reasons why I think Triple H is gonna win too.
Yeah.
Is because I don't think Rollins is fully healed.
No.
And so if he beats Rollins, they can give Rollins time to recuperate and be back to 100%.
Yeah.
Instead of risking it.
Oh yeah. I definitely agree with you on that. But now, what I'm thinking of is Seth Rollins playing this injury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he is playing the shit out of it. And there was an interview in WWE.com where, man, I don't know how to say it. Like I'm very like I notice about little details, And there was an interview on WWE.com where they were asking Seth Rollins how's his recovery going, and how's his sleep and blah blah blah. And, to see how he's doing, trying to give him a little promo before Mania, and he was not wearing his knee brace.
Yeah.
He wasn't wearing his knee brace. He was just chilling on the couch. He was rubbing his knee, eating some fruits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which makes me think that he's just overselling the injury to make more, more of a wave with the fans.
Yeah. I definitely think the injury is legit, but not to the extent that he's selling it.
Man, I feel like Seth Rollins is gonna go to Mania and he's gonna take off the fucking brace like he did with the crutch.
Yeah.
It's like, surprise.
He's gonna throw it in the ground and be like, "I'm ready to kick your ass." I was lying all the time. Surprise, motherfucker.
You think he's gonna come out with a crutch?
Huh?
You think he'll come out with a crutch?
No, I don't think the biggest event of the year, and you're gonna come out with a fucking crutch in your main entrance? Fuck that.
Especially with whatever Triple H has planned for his entrance.
I was just about to ask, how elaborate do you guys think Triple H's entrance is gonna be?
It's gonna be something really cool, and it's gonna be something to do with destroying things or creating or something like that.
Creating and destroying.
Just not another Terminator entrance, please.
Oh God. Shit,
creating a new thing. Probably fucking Triple H himself dressed like a fucking baby.
like a baby.
Like a baby. I mean, he's
Yes.
done it all. Might as well go back in time and transfer himself to be a baby.
Do you guys
What
see
if
how
Triple H comes out with the biggest golden shovel? And that would,
Oh,
that would be like
Barry.
that would be like shit that we already know. We'd be like,
Right.
damn.
you guys
That
see
was
how
fucked
long the entrance ramp is?
I haven't looked at the set. I'm trying to avoid it.
It is. All I've seen is like the outside views of like the stuff. They said like it's a thrill ride or whatever, and I'm pretty sure they actually have like a legit roller coaster built.
Yeah,
But
that's
the-
how I see New Day
the
coming out.
ramp is unreal. The
Like how
ramp
long it
is. I couldn't
WrestleMania 19's was freakish. Charles Robinson took him like 30 seconds to get down to count a 2 count.
Remember that?
There's no way that
the infamous
Taker is going to
referee.
be. The show's going to be
Running.
going on until
It
2
was
o'clock in the
running
morning
for
when
days.
people
Oh,
get
fuck.
walking down.
I hope it doesn't
I
go
did-
that
I
long.
did see. I'm gonna agree with your boy. I did see the WrestleMania ramp this year,
Yeah,
and I mean, we're definitely gonna see the cart being used.
yeah.
If you remember in the Rumble,
For the big guys.
the cart for the big guys, because that ramp, bro, is fucking long.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I seen everything. I seen the whole stage. They actually revealed it last night on Twitter. The whole stage, the setup of the stage.
I almost saw that, and then I was like, "Fuck! I need to get off social media because I don't want to see it. I want to be surprised."
You don't want to see the ramp?
Dude,
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth it. It was
I got a
really
picture right now.
solid.
No, I want to
Hey,
wait
you
until
wanna see it?
Mania.
Yeah.
They do have. I think they do have like a roller coaster in that shit too.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. I think that's how New Day will come
That's
out
way
since
too
they're the
big.
Way
hosts.
too big.
But the only thing I
God,
didn't
it's
like
like
on
an
the
hour.
stage is they kind of took the Universal Studio, kind of like with the big globe,
Yeah,
and I didn't like the fact that they did that. I feel like they could have been a little bit more original.
yeah.
But fuck it, the fucking roller coaster doesn't get any more original than that.
Oh, so who else said their pick for this match?
I
forgot.
haven't. I
Okay.
got Triple H over Seth Rollins, even though I got it written differently here. But I think I've heard rumors and read about the new stable possibly occurring, and I feel like tonight would be the night for it to happen. I feel that Seth Rollins will just start once he gets the upper edge on Triple H. I can see Samoa Joe coming out, Kevin Owens possibly
Mhm.
being in it, and then that I can't think of his last name. That Pete guy from the UK Championship. I have read stuff about him possibly
Okay.
making the jump,
Yeah, I can't remember what his
but
last name
he's
is.
the guy that when they were after the first round, he attacked another guy
Yeah,
when they were
yeah,
doing
yeah,
the presentation.
Yep.
I kind of, but Triple H walked up to him afterwards and was like, "Way to make a name for yourself."
yeah.
And I feel like that could be the guy who just beats the shit out of people
Yeah.
in that little group. But I don't see Rollins winning.
No. Who do you have, Yankee?
I'm gonna give it to Seth Rollins because I really want to see some redemption. You know what I mean?
Right.
Me too.
But I mean, who's not to say? Like, I mean, this is just a fantasy, scenario that I'm putting on my head as we're speaking. It would be kind of cool to see like Triple H kind of beating down Seth Rollins, and then Samoa Joe comes down, and a couple of another whoever it is, another guy comes down to help Triple H.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you hear Sierra, you know what I mean, and the fucking Shield theme song, and they come
very
fucking
cool.
Dean Ambrose and Roman to help him out.
That would be
Kind of
dope.
like a WrestleMania reunion of the Shield,
Right.
because we did get a sneak peek, if you remember, on I think what was it? I think it was
Tribute
what
Troops.
was it, Survivor?
Survivor Series?
Was it?
When they
When
triple
it was SmackDown
powerbomb.
versus Raw.
Yeah, when they triple powerbombed Shane through the
Yes.
table. Yep. I thought that was
Yeah.
going to foreshadow like Shield versus the Club at Mania.
Well,
Can
they
you
had
imagine like if this is like a little reunion, but then again that would have to been if that was going to be the case, it would have to been in the main event because the other guys
Yeah.
they already fought and they're going to be tired, but
Right.
well, who knows where WWE's taking it with, but I definitely want Seth Rollins to win. There's no doubt in my mind about that one.
Yeah. On paper, I have Seth winning, But the more and more I think about it, he's hurt. He's not 100%. He's going to need to probably take some time off after this.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H, I don't think is going to lose 2 Manias in a row. So I think the Creator is going to take down Seth, and then Seth will get redemption at SummerSlam maybe or something like that, or next year or something. So my pick for this. Also, I mean, if the Cerebral Assassin loses to a one-legged man, that's going to look really bad on Triple H. So my pick is Triple H for this. I definitely want Seth to win, but I think Triple H is going to take it. Were you going to say something, AJ?
No, it was like when you mentioned about the Shield stuff, like they kind of did something, a tribute for the troops, where they had like the New Day saying the best tag team, and then the club came up, all 3 members of the club came up and said, no, we're the best,
Yep.
and then the Shield,
Like,
all the members of
right.
Shield, like, yeah, right.
Yeah. Huh. That would have been cool. Now we have the WWE Championship. Bray Wyatt against Randy Orton. A match that has, I don't know, I guess it has build to it, but it just the whole build of it felt like a clusterfuck to me.
I feel like there's more, like, on, I don't know, I feel like they should have done that, like, Orton turn on Wyatt earlier, because I feel like more like a whole, like, trying to get Wyatt's head sister Abigail kind of thing, not really mentioned the championship that much.
Yeah, they haven't mentioned the title much. Also, I mean, the turn just was like, I don't know, I didn't like the turn very much. Like, it just felt like all of a sudden is there. There was no, like, gradual turn. It was just like, bam.
They really big showed it.
Yeah, they did. They big showed the shit out of it. AJ, who do you got for it?
Let's just say this. If Orton wins, I riot. That's all I'm gonna say. Bray Wyatt needs to win.
Don't fuck my house up.
How about the shed?
What
The
shed?
garage, I mean.
Fuck no.
Don't take the rabbits out.
Bray all day.
Yeah,
If Orton wins, I'm done with SmackDown. I'm so tired of him having a title.
Yeah. So your pick. Whoa.
Also, rumored matches like after WrestleMania's Styles versus Wyatt versus somebody else. I can't remember, it's like another person for the title, and like Randy Orton's not listening to like the live event stuff.
Yeah.
So that could indicate that, but Orton should not win. I'm gonna be pissed. I don't want to see Orton champion again.
If Orton wins, that's when I'm cutting it off because I don't really want to watch Lesnar and Goldberg. But
I mean, if you ask me, I feel that they definitely should not. Like, they definitely shouldn't wait to have Randy turn on.
Yeah. So who do you have then, Yankee? Who's your pick to? Who's actually gonna win?
Man, it's a tough one because I'm a fan of both of them. I really am.
Yeah.
I definitely they should have never had fucking Randy Orton do that bullshit where I'm not gonna fight you shit because it made it definitely be like a clusterfuck in the ring. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they did came out with something good out of it, which was Shane McMahon and AJ Styles.
Right.
I'm gonna go on this one. I'm gonna go with Randy just because he won the Rumble.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Eric Rowan shows up and
Yeah.
the Wyatt family.
That's something I was kind of thinking. Luke Harper. My pick is, I hate to say it, but I think Orton's going to walk out with the title. Bray definitely deserves the title. He's been grinding for years and has been at that level. But I mean, Orton is Vince's boy. How many wellness policy violations does he have, and he still has a job? So, yeah. So I think Orton's going to walk out with that title tonight. Who do you have, Tommy?
I got Bray Wyatt.
Right.
I don't see him losing it. I could see him holding on to it until at least SummerSlam and then possibly dropping it.
Hopefully.
Hopefully this time.
But it's deserved.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
So who do you have, AJ?
I said Bray Wyatt.
You did say Bray? All right. So, on to the
shitty main event.
supposable main event.
The worst one. Probably one of the worst matches in the card.
The worst match on the card is the main event.
Yeah.
Universal Championship. Goldberg defending against Brock Lesnar. What do you got, AJ?
Lesnar.
Lesnar.
I think Lesnar's going to win because I think Goldberg contract's up.
He's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long of a match you got?
10 to 15 minutes.
10, 15? What do you got, Tommy?
I got Lesnar, and I hope it's not a squash. I hope at least 10 to 15 minutes, but I feel like the only thing they're going to do in the match, they're going to fucking get in the ring, look at each other,
Like they did
get
at
real
WrestleMania
close.
22 or
Yep.
20.
Get real close. They're both going to do their finishers for each other a couple times.
Goldberg's going to get up to his face and shake and smile.
Yeah.
Like, he's always smiling.
Yeah.
And he'll
Looks nuts.
F5 him a couple times, and it'll be done.
Right. So you said 10, 15?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
5 to 10.
Hopefully.
Oh, I'm open for 10, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's less.
Yankee, who do you got?
You're hoping for 10, but you're probably gonna get 45 seconds at most.
Yeah.
45 seconds of action. You'll get like 10 minutes in the ring,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
45 second minutes.
Right.
You did say something before that it was so true. History tends to repeat itself. If we look back, I think it was 12 years ago, those two men were booed out of fucking WrestleMania stage.
Yep.
Because they were both leaving the company at the same time.
Yep.
Now you're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
On the biggest stage of them all, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're fucking booed. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're gonna get booed out of the fucking building.
I wouldn't be surprised because history tends to repeat itself.
I see
don't
people
forget,
leaving.
You know what I mean?
You think people will leave?
I can see people leaving.
Not if
If
it,
that's the last,
I'm gonna go with Lesnar. I'm
if
gonna
that's
go
the
with
last,
Lesnar.
if that's the last match on the card, I can see people possibly leaving.
Yeah.
It's like 2 or
I'm
5.
gonna go with Lesnar for the fact that Goldberg already did what he accomplished to do.
Yeah.
What he wanted to do, he already accomplished it, and he said that he wanted to have the title. He did. He said he was gonna be Lesnar. He did. So it's time for him to just pack your bags, get the hell out of here. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because that's what we all know. That's what he's gonna do.
Right.
You know. But Lesnar winning the title kind of makes me a little bit nervous
yeah.
because he's also a part-timer. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Have him beat. Who's gonna beat
And
him?
I'm kind of
Yeah.
sick and tired of WWE putting belts on part-timers instead of putting it on the real deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
The people that are there every fucking day, grinding 300 days a week.
Yeah, man. I
Or 300
was
days a
upset
year.
when they did fucking Kevin Owens like that, man. This
Yeah.
man busted his fucking ass.
My
To the top, and then tell them, you know, your big main event for your belt is gonna be fucking, 3-4 seconds long.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It was horrible. It was horrible. So I don't like part timers. This is definitely a main event that I'm gonna get up from my chair and get a hot dog. I'm not gonna sit there and watch it because
I feel you.
by the time I finish making my hot dog or my burger, they're gonna say WrestleMania is over. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm hoping to get 15 to 20 minutes. It's a short main event, but it is what it is. We both know these guys cannot hold up a match. But I'm gonna give it to Lesnar.
All right.
I'm gonna give it to Lesnar.
Uh,
This is Lesnar's time to beat Goldberg and get it over with. You know.
Goldberg. Brock has done the honors for Goldberg 3 times now. WrestleMania, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and this is how they're going to repay Brock. Brock's the highest paid superstar in WWE. This is how they repay him, is getting the title from Goldberg at Mania. I think that was part of the agreement that they had to put him over so many times so quick. Brock's going to go over in 5 minutes.
Just an ass whooping.
It's going to start out the gate. Spear, jackhammer, 1, 2, thrust. Oh my God, he kicked out. And then Brock is just going to take him to Suplex City.
You think he'll give him like 33
When
suplexes?
I don't know.
what I was gonna say when Brock Lesnar hit Goldberg with the F5 in Raw,
Yeah.
I was getting ready to call Life Alert. I didn't think he was gonna make it.
Shit.
That
How do we even... I think it's a terrible idea to put the title on Goldberg. How do we know Goldberg can actually go that 10, 15 minutes, you know? He just had surgery right before Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Dude, I laughed my ass off because the whole time that fucking Brock had him on the F5 position, he will not let go of the fucking
Nope.
title.
Yep.
He just
Look at what?
I was like,
He wouldn't hold. He
drop
had to
the
hold the
fucking
belt
thing, man. I
still.
was so
It's
mad.
like, let go of it.
And yeah, he wouldn't let it go. And then once he hit the ground, that's when he let it go. And then you see this dramatic reaching for the belt type shit that he was doing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, he's dead. You know, one move and he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
You know, he's not. I don't think he'll be able to keep up, man. I don't think he'll be able to keep up. I mean, remember when he came back and he went to do the jackhammer on Rusev? This motherfucker fell in.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, holy shit, this is not looking good.
No. But that's our predictions. That's all we have time for. We all got stuff that we are almost gonna be late for. These are our predictions. I want to thank AJ, Tommy Zachary, and Yankee for joining me on these predictions.
Thank you for having me, man. It was great to be here with you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, thanks
You
for
too, Yankee.
yeah,
You too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
thanks for.
I'll
I mean,
definitely be coming back around some more.
yeah, we'd definitely like to have like all-star panels more.
Yeah.
So
Maybe next time I'll bring Rick Rios with me, man.
yeah, I would like to get CJ on here too sometime.
Oh, CJ, yeah, of course, man. I'm good friends with him, so
All right, perfect.
I'll definitely bring him around. You know, who knows? Maybe with CJ comes with 37 personalities that he got.
Oh Jesus, 16.
Oh Jesus, man.
Alright. But that's all we have time for today. Everybody, thanks for listening to the H2 Wrestling Podcast. Put somebody in a headlock, eat a hot dog, do whatever the fuck you gotta do, mark the fuck out. Peace.